This map shows the footprint of the 2026 World Cup. 48 teams will play 104 matches across 16 host cities. The physical distances are extreme. A single flight from Vancouver to Miami covers over 2,500 miles. In the southern zones, the tournament relies on massive infrastructure, like the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. Contrast that with the major hubs in the east, such as Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Fans are facing an event footprint that makes traditional travel planning almost impossible. The typical World Cup experience, hopping easily between cities, is too expensive and logistically complex to work in 2026. Consider the team tracker, the fan whose entire goal is to follow one specific nation through the group stages. To pull this off, you have to book sequential cross-continental flights and multiple hotels with very little lead time. That creates a steep financial trade-off. You will likely spend thousands of dollars on domestic airfare instead of the matches themselves. Logistically, you risk spending more of your trip in airports and rental car hubs than in the actual host cities. And if your team is eliminated before the round of 32, your expensive itinerary loses its entire purpose. Attempting to track a team blindly creates immense financial exposure for an unpredictable sporting outcome. This evaluation framework compares fan strategies on two factors: cost and control. The vertical axis tracks logistical expenses, while the horizontal axis measures control over which teams you see. The team tracker approach offers high control, but carries the highest possible cost. There is an alternative, the regional hub route. As you can see, the regional hub route limits your control over specific matchups, but it is the most efficient way to keep costs down. This means locking down a single base of operations in a dense cluster of venues, like the Northeast Corridor or the Texas Triangle. By staying in one region, you eliminate internal flights and can commute to multiple matches by train or short drives. Sacrificing control over exactly who you see is the necessary trade-off for a lower budget and a higher number of matches. Securing these seats now involves a new variable, the right to ticket, or RTT, system. These passes are sold through the FIFA Collect marketplace, acting as a digital entry point for priority access. This flowchart shows your choices. You can purchase digital assets up front to unlock the RTT priority path, or wait for the traditional general lottery. If you pay for the priority, you can bypass the congested public draws for high-demand matches. The trade-off is that you are paying for digital assets and priority fees before you even know the final face value of the tickets. For those determined to see specific knockout games, navigating the RTT funnel is a practical investment. For casual fans, it's an unnecessary upfront risk. One final factor affecting your trip is the tournament's expansion from 32 to 48 teams. Adding 16 more nations and a round of 32 reduces the average competitive quality of the early group stage matches. This chart plots ticket cost against match impact from the opening games through the finals. If you spend your premium budget early, you may pay high prices for matches featuring lower-tier qualifiers in the group stage. You gain the stadium atmosphere, but you risk running out of funds before the high-stakes knockout games begin. Limiting your group stage spending ensures you have the capital available for the high-impact matches in the round of 32 and beyond. Due to the immense scale of the continent, the 2026 format effectively functions as 3 completely distinct regional tournaments occurring simultaneously. Based on the logistics, here is the final playbook for each fan profile. For the team tracker, only attempt this route if you have a high, flexible travel budget and can handle last-minute changes. Skip the RTT marketplace and rely on official National Federation allocations to ensure your tickets actually match your team's path. For the ticketing pioneer, only use the RTT ecosystem if you are specifically targeting the high-demand knockout stage matches. For the majority of fans, the regional hub strategy is the most efficient choice. Target the Northeast or Texas clusters and lock in your base accommodation right now, long before the final draw causes prices to surge. A successful 2026 trip requires letting go of the plan to chase a specific team. Choose a regional battleground and watch the tournament arrive in your sector.